This is Paul Turner, the Immigration Barrister at Imperium Chambers. Thank you for tuning in for my channel. Please subscribe, and if you have an immigration problem, no matter how big or small, or you just have a general question, please get in touch with me and I'll do my best to help. Today I'm going to be talking about the new guidance issued by the Home Office in respect of applications that require an English language test. This is an important issue, as without an English language test, an approved English language test, most if not all applications will be refused. There are some exceptions, such as children, etc., or the very old. If you have any doubts as to whether the test you're proposing to take or you have taken is good enough, then do get in touch with me and I'll be more than happy to help you. This is obviously an important issue given the ETS Toeic scandal, so these new changes are important and need to be considered. There are two types of tests, as different immigration routes require different levels of English language ability. The test you will need to take depends on what you are applying for, and I can help you with that if you need help. For the following routes, you will need to take a test that assesses your reading, writing, speaking and listening abilities. That's all four. This is the Innovator visa, the Startup visa, Skilled Worker visa, Minister of Religion and Student, which is fairly commonsensical really, because you're going to need all four of those skills. For the following application routes, you will need to take a test that assesses your only your speaking and listening abilities. That's a sports person, no surprise there, representative and overseas business, a partner, a parent, settlement, also known as indefinite leave to remain, and citizenship. Obviously, these don't require such a high level, but you must be able to listen and speak English to a certain level. The level of test you will need is known as the Common European Framework Reference for Languages, CEFR level, and it will depend on the route you are applying for. To find out what level you need, you can look up the specific guidance for your immigration route, or alternatively you can get in touch with me and I'll do my best to help you. Now the next question is, who is an approved test provider? Now this will depend on whether you're in the United Kingdom or not. Now let's start with people that are in the United Kingdom. You can only take an approved test, an SELT, with one of the following providers: Trinity College London, IELTS SELT Consortium, Language Cert, Pearson. So they are the four people that you can take the approved test with in the United Kingdom. If you're outside the United Kingdom, you can only take a test with one of the following providers: PSI Services Limited, IELTS SELT Consortium, Language Cert and Pearson. So there's an additional one, which is the PSI Services, but obviously not Trinity College. To find an approved test centre, it is exceptionally important that you check that it fits the relevant criteria. For your results to be accepted by the Home Office, your test must be, firstly, on the list of approved language test centres, have been sat at an approved test location, so not at home or on the internet, have been awarded the test in the 2 years prior to the date of your application. The list of English language tests has been assessed as meeting the Home Office requirements under the Secure English Language Testing Arrangements. This is to ensure a level playing field. Only those tests and test levels specified are approved. If you intend to use an English language test in your immigration or nationality application, you must take one of the tests on the list. If you don't, you will likely be refused. I cannot stress this enough. If your test centre is not approved, you are likely to be refused and waste the time, money and effort on an application, and this can be avoided. You should make sure that your test that you book is one approved for the SELT. Now, this is defined as the Pearson PTE Academic UKVI, or PTE Home, PSI Services Skills for English UKVI, Trinity College London secure English language test for UKVI, integrated skills in English, or graded examinations in spoken English. IELTS, SELT Consortium, IELTS for UKVI, IELTS Life Skills, and for language cert, it's the Language Cert International ESOL SELT. It's for you to decide which one to take, which is why you must check whether it is on the list and research it properly. The list of approved tests gives the relevant CEFR level and minimum grade of requirements required for each level. Say for initial spouse visa, it's lower than say for someone with seeking indefinite leave to remain. Where two or more components, reading, writing, speaking or listening, of a test or examiner are awarded together, a combined exam and certificate for reading and writing skills, you must show that you have achieved the required scores in all the relevant components during a single sitting of that exam, unless you were exempt for sitting a component on the basis of a disability, or if you're young, or if you're particularly old. I hope this video has helped clear up a few questions and queries that I quite often receive about, is my test good enough or not? If it doesn't, and you still have any doubts about whether the test you're proposing to sit to get a visa or to remain in the United Kingdom lawfully, then get in touch with me and I'll do my best to help you. Thank you very much for watching this very important video on changes to the English language approved tests and the levels. If you have any questions, do get in touch with me. Do stay safe. Thank you very much for watching. This is Paul Turner, the Immigration Barrister at Imperium Chambers.